apparently wants to test himself too. So WBO, IBF, and WBA Heavyweight Champion Anthony Joshua was asked by Complex News about possibly fighting you or Fury. This is what he had to say. Let me read it to you. The longer these other heavyweights leave it and they don't fight me now, the tougher it's going to be for them to beat me. I don't think the other heavyweights are going to improve too much because they've been doing professional now for 10, 11 years. They're kind of at the stage now where you plateau unless they've got another gear that I don't know. But I don't think so.
Look, I've tried to fight Joshua 5 times. It's record. 5 times, and all of a sudden he come to America where he said he would never have to come. Let's stay in our country, yeah? You deserve it here, yeah? We don't need to go nowhere. We're doing a great job here, yeah? The fans deserve it. But all of a sudden, not only he come to my country, he's not fighting the champion, he's fighting lower opposition. You know, and then now he has nowhere to go because he wants to be in the big fights, as you've seen with Fury, if you've seen with Ortiz, as you see me go viral with Stavern. Now he wants the big fights, and all of a sudden you ready? Nah, you're not ready. You're clout chasing because you had 5 opportunities, 5, to get this fight happen. And now it's all on me again to make the people happy. Why I always got to be the one to lower my standards and make people happy? Nah. It's a different time and a different day.
This was about no more than 3 hours ago on ESPN First Take, May the 15th, 2019, 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In a couple of days, 3 days, 6 hours, 39 minutes, the card begins for Deontay Wilder defending his title against Dominic Breazeale. 40-0, 40-0-1. With 39 KOs. So we're going to go through some snippets of this sit down he had with Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and I forgot the chick name on First Take. You know, he was talking about Joshua. You know, listen, I'm not here to pick sides. I want the fight to happen. You know, Wilder had $100 million on the table. Joshua supposedly had $150 million on the table. Whatever, they got to make the fight happen because the stakes are high. Angel Ruiz, in my opinion, you know, he has some skills to be able to beat Anthony Joshua. Will he? I'm just saying. I'm calling it like I see it. I'm not saying he will. You know, don't get any sand in your minge, UK fans. You know, it's not no bullshit fight. Also, Dominic Breazeale, the blood is bad. The blood is bad. In fact, let's go listen to it, you know, from the beginning, because I'm starting to believe Deontay Wilder that maybe, you know, I mean, he's so adamant about it that maybe, you know, Dominic Breazeale, you know, blew things out of proportion. I got Disney and ESPN, you know, they're really, really strict about their content. So even though I'm doing it for news reporting, still, you know, they get real strict. So listen in. Let's see. We'll start right here.
He came to my city, and he threatened my brother as well as my family. And I don't take threats lightly. You know, he don't say that part. You know, and he don't own up to that part. You know, he said I came in a hotel room with 20 goons. I don't have 20 people around me. My entourage is very small. You can't control people like that. You know, and you know, with the situation up in there, he talking about his wife and kids. You know, that's the main thing people want. If you want to get attention, you want a clout chase. You add women and children in there. See, him and his wife was running around the room. You know, his wife was like Xena, the warrior princess, running around yelling. His children, they don't even know where his kids was because my brothers was protecting them like if they was my own. You know, Breazeale is just an opportunist. He's one of those type of people that will waste water and ice in your business and slip on their own purpose just to sue you. And, you know, I don't take that lightly. I can't wait for Saturday night. It's gonna be a massacre. I've always talked about wanting something on my record, wanting a body on my record. And, you know, in boxing, you get that opportunity to do what you got to do and get paid for it. That's what I love about it. So I appreciate him for start stirring the peace. I'm a peaceful person. I come in peace until you disturb my peace. And when you do that, all hell breaks loose.
I just want to be very...
You know, that people got their motherfucking feathers ruffled about him saying he want a body. You know, I get it, but come on, we've been hearing all kind of crazy shit in boxing for years and years and years. This is the way they talk. This is what they do. You know, they talk crazy ass shit. And then at the end of the fight, they hug each other. You know, and be like, yo, great, you know, you saw him, he almost killed Fury. Here's play a couple more clips.
Very clear, because obviously people know you as a knockout artist, but people associated with the sport of boxing and beyond know you as a really, really classy dude. I want to make sure that I'm clear. Are you saying that he was lying about bringing up the wife and kid and trying to put them into the mix as well. Are you saying that's not true?
He's definitely lying.
Okay.
I want to rewind to what you just said. You said you always wanted a body on your record. What do you mean by that with respect to Breazeale?
I mean, what's understood don't have to be explained. I don't have to go no further with that situation. But come Saturday night on Showtime at the Barclays Center, you'll see what I'm talking about.
When you say your version of events, it's credible to me because that's how, in my experience with you and watching you over the...
Yeah, man, we don't want nobody to get hurt. Now, don't get me wrong. When I watch boxing, especially like when I see guys like Amir Khan get knocked out, that should be gruesome. Like I don't like seeing fighters get knocked out, or a guy like David Price, get like folded by Tony Thompson the first time. That should be brutal, man. But we want an exciting fight. And who would have thought that Wilder versus Breazeale is now an exciting fight? Like a fight like, oh shit, Saturday gonna be lit. So remember, we got the midday cards with the World Boxing Super Series on the Zone and on ESPN Plus, Billy Joe Saunders card, and then you get like a little bit of a teeny break unless you're like that real hardcore boxing fan, and you're likely going to watch the Showtime. Will Showtime stream those Gary Russell brothers fights? But basically, it's going to be boxing all the way from like 3 p.m. Eastern until like midnight. So we're gonna be here. But let's go hear what he we already heard what he had to say about Anthony Joshua. We heard what he had to say about he wants the blood is bad. How many times gonna say the shit? The blood is bad, and he's talking about just a few hours ago after he said the shit at the media workout last night. And he's on ESPN like I'm trying to kill him. He didn't say that, but let's listen to Tyson Fury. What he had to say about Tyson Fury. By the way, please subscribe. All my social media, as you can see, is right down below on the little tickers. We're getting interested around here. So I'm still tweaking the video quality and the sound quality, but we're getting there. The podcast is coming soon.
So, whoever, doesn't really matter.
Joshua, let's take a listen to what he had to say.
They're both great fights. They'll both be good fights for the fans. But, either or really doesn't matter to me. I already beat Deontay Wilder in his own country. Didn't get the decision, but we're not going to cry about that. So, whoever, doesn't really matter. However, whenever, I said I'll fight them 7 days a week, twice on a Sunday. It's really unimportant to me because they're only men with boxing gloves on. And I'll beat both of them time and time again. If we fought 10 times, I'd win 10 times out of 10. So all we need to do is stop messing around and get the fights on.
Talk to me.
I couldn't hear nothing he said, but, at the end of the day, in that fight, I gave Tyson Fury a concussion. Also, I gave him memory loss. When a man don't know how he got on the ground, nor do he know how he got up, that's a problem. And if he felt like he beat me in a wide margin, as he say he did, why not take a rematch? That's easy because the second time around, you know your opponent very well than the first time. It's easy. But he know the truth, I know the truth, and his team know the truth, that they don't want to come in the ring with me again because I knocked this marbles out of his head.
Well, let me say this to you. If Tyson Fury waits to fight you, I don't have a problem with him for that.
I'm not trying to hear that. Now, he's saying that basically he's trying to insinuate that Tyson Fury is ducking and everything. Listen, I'm on the fence with all this shit. I don't want to get, I'm pissed that Tyson Fury signed with ESPN, because I knew that would delay the rematch. But I'm not pissed at him for securing the bag. I'm not pissed at Deontay Wilder for showing loyalty. I'm not pissed at Anthony Joshua. But one thing for sure is it's fucked up that in 2019, unless some boxing miracle happens, we're not going to see any of these guys fight each other, unless it's some old December type shit. But in 2020, they gotta fight. And in the meantime, they gotta keep their belts. And Tyson Fury, gotta put on the show against Tom Schwartz because that's No, I'm sorry. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.